In 5 weeks, I lost 10.9 pounds. Let's just call it 11. I'm down 2.8% body fat, and I lost 8.5 inches. My favorite part of the challenge was I wasn't starving the entire time. I felt full, I was satisfied, and I wasn't like always looking to snack. Hi, I'm Nicole Bruno.
Great. And so you've been a member here for a while, and you just finished up our 5-week nutrition challenge. Why did you sign up for the nutrition challenge?
Well, my husband and I had a baby in August, and our eating has gotten off track, so I needed a reset. And January is a really stressful time of year for work, so I thought this was a good time to like hold myself accountable.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. And tell us a little bit about your success over the past 5 weeks.
I'm really happy with my results. I lost almost 11 pounds, 10.9 to be exact. I lost 8.5 inches, and I feel great. My clothes are fitting much better, and like the program was so easy to follow, so it wasn't like it was like painful for 5 weeks and I was like depriving myself.
Yeah, awesome. So you feel like you're gonna like keep going and yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be as strict. I followed it to a T, but I will continue to do this, and like I recommend it to my husband and to friends. Like it's so easy to follow. So yeah.
Awesome. And what was the first thing that like you noticed like, oh, this is working? It's like I'm making progress.
I mean, like for me, I'm a grazer and I like to graze and eat all day long. But like 2 days into it, I was like, wow, I'm not hungry. This is working. Like this meal plan is great. It actually felt like a lot, like almost too much food in the beginning. But I noticed that like my clothes were starting to fit looser, even just like a few days into it.
Yeah, awesome. And this is one of Vanessa's favorite questions to ask, but like what are some of the results that maybe like obviously we had the tape measurement results and then body fat percentage change. Was there any results that you had that maybe as coaches we wouldn't know that you'd be willing to share?
Yeah, I think there's 2 things I'd mention. One is like I was definitely, even though this is a really stressful time, I felt much calmer throughout January, which is like just crazy. And January was like my first time going back to work after my maternity leave. So it really could have been stressful, and I felt like I kept my calm throughout. And then the second thing is I had been getting heartburn a lot, and I was like popping heartburn pills. And I actually said to Joe last night, I haven't taken a heartburn pill since like the very start of this challenge. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's funny. That's not the first time we've heard that, but that's great. That's great. Everybody encounters their own obstacles when trying to eat better, be healthy. And obviously, like new child in your life is a big obstacle. But what do you feel like was the biggest obstacle that was keeping you from eating well before the challenge?
Sometimes you just get on a downward spiral, and like I feel like as soon as you start eating sugar and you make an excuse and you're like, oh, this is just tonight, and then it's like, oh, just tomorrow. You get out of control. So for me, I just need like a little more discipline and structure, and I didn't really have that. Leading up to this, it was the holidays, it's winter quarantine, so for me it's like the structure.
Yeah, okay. And how do you feel like the challenge helped provide that structure? Like is there any specific pieces about the challenge that like...
Well, I like the trays. The trays make it really easy to just measure and make sure that, and like you can basically put anything in the trays, so that makes it really easy. The prescription of like 3 meals a day with your fat, like it made it really easy to follow.
Okay, cool. And maybe some of this is like recapping some of what you've already said, but top contributing factors to you having the success that you had, what do you think, whether it's specifically from the challenge or something, maybe you told Joe at home, like what were the top factors that helped you be successful?
I think I'm really competitive. So that's number 1. Number 2 is money motivates me, which Joe would cringe if he heard me say that. But, I paid some money to do this challenge. I was like, this is going to work. So that holds me accountable. And also, like, I just wasn't happy with the way I felt and looked. So, yeah.
Okay. So you were motivated.
I was.
Awesome. Are you satisfied with your results?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, great. And is there anything, it's like the Nicole that sits here today, there's somebody that was sitting in the shoes you were 5 weeks ago that could use this challenge to help them get the same results and feel good. Like, what would you want to share with them if they were sitting at home right now?
Yeah, so like, it's funny, I was like on the fence about signing up for this because I was like, I know what to do. Like, I do know how to eat healthy, and I felt like I had like a lot of the stuff that I learned, or that Vanessa and Tommy teach in this, like I kind of knew a lot of it already. Like, I pay attention to labels and ingredients, and but I definitely learned some new things. But what I would say is that, like, well, I knew how to eat healthy before. Like, the trays just make it so like idiot proof, and it's so easy. And so, like, I'm really glad I did it because it just, like I said, I used to eat like graze all day and eat like small meals here and there. And like now I just eat 3 times a day. I feel totally full and satisfied. I don't have even the urge to like want a snack because I'm full and I'm satisfied. So I'm really glad I did it because I feel like it's gonna help me like longer term. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And great work.
Thanks.